Okay, I'm going to be showing you a little bit of this working. Basically, I have got a client who wants to deepen the relationship with his partner. It's starting to, I want to use the right word, it's starting to go downhill, and there's been a few ups and downs during the period they've been together. They have a child. I don't want to say too much because it's private to them, but I want to give you the gist of the story. So we want to bring them back together again, and we want them to heal and move on and up the relationship. But we also want to start as a friendship, and then for it to build. So again, I've called on the Santissima Morte. I always do for my workings. 9 times out of 10, the Santissima Morte will be called. If you specifically do not want her, I will consider not calling her. At the end of the day, I'm open to all types of deities, but she's not to be feared. I'll just say that. If anything, she is a very positive influence, and she chooses to show you the value and the meaning of life. So yeah, I'm not opposed to working. I've said before, I'm not opposed to working with the saints, the Catholic saints and stuff like that. I've, a long history of that. So, that's of no problem to me. But anyway, moving on. So I made two puppets, two tiny red little puppets, one for him, one for her, and they're baptized in their names. I do this via blessed water that I make myself. I don't make the water myself. I bless the water, and I do a baptism, and I will maybe do a video on that. It's a bit personal to me, but I've sort of explained it in videos in the past. But at the end of the day, it's about creating your own magic. So yes, so these two now are basically, I blew life into them. What I do is I blow on them as well. I pass them over the candle flame, incense smoke, and I call down the mind, body, and spirit, and basically tell the doll, which is her, what I want to happen, and give it commands. But it'll go into a sweetening jar. I'm going to dress it with a few oils. Now we want forgiveness and reconciliation. So I've got a forgiveness, reconciliation oil, a bit of both. And we need him as well. I'm just going to put some on his as well, so that they're all on the same page. Let's see what else we've got. Come to me. I'll put that on her doll. Okay. Again, go with whatever you've got, whatever oils you have. Success. I'll put that in the petition maybe. Healing. Healing's a big part in it. I did have a little meditation prior to this where I asked for some healing from Raphael. Also, Amon is a spirit from the Goetia, and I'm going to use some blessing oil as well, just to bless them and keep things good in their lives. As I said before, Amon is good for bringing couples together again. Amon doesn't get enough credit. He's a good guy, one of the good guys, and a bit of protection as well. Okay, and I'll put some success oil on that little petition. Where did it go? How did you go? I only had you a minute ago. Let's put this one, is it? Yes. Okay. I'm just going to 5 spot it like a dice. Okay. Now, for those of you, and I'm turning this, always turn your paper clockwise and towards you if you are doing workings with something that's positive and something you want to draw to you. Away is for breakups and things like that, sending people away. Demonology Croatia by S. Connolly. It's getting a bit bruised and battered, but this is where I get my references, basically. Aim 1 is a marquee. Color is violet. Incense is jasmine. Basically, if you're calling on this spirit, you could give some jasmine incense as an offering. A violet candle, something along those lines. Anyway, planet is the moon. Element is water. And the N is Avej Sekor Aim1 Ninan. Excuse my pronunciation. Original purpose: predicts the future, knows the past. He can be invoked to cause or reconcile feuds between friends. That's the reason why I call on Aim1. I also find Aim1 excellent in relationships, putting them back together again. The amount of people that have come back to me months down the line saying that they're working is, I really do need to take a note of these results, because this spirit's track record is excellent, along with many of them. Dantalion is good for manipulation of thoughts. Dantalion is good, and so is Salos. Salos is very, very good. Yeah, so the author of the book goes on to say, some see Amon as a fire demon to be worshipped at the summer solstice. Amon can help bring emotions to a head so that they can be released as usable energy. Amon can help with finding friends. That's not the reason. It's about bringing emotions out and getting things put back together again. And the Santa Morte loves families, and she will help prepare this. She will help, bring them back and tie them together again in a positive way, of course. So I've got my petition, and I've got the dolls, and I wanted to use some blue ribbon because blue is very good for healing. I wanted to tie a bit of blue ribbon around them. At the end of the day, you could use pink or whatever, but for some reason blue is calling, so I'm going to use blue. I'm just going to tie it in 3 knots, if I can, actually. 1, 2, just about 3. 3, and so it is done. Nearly done. Okay. I'm going to pop them in the jar like so. With the seal of Amon. Okay. I'm going to use sugar. Love using sugar to sweeten up this situation. Bring some reconciliation, some friendship, some happier times where they can reconnect and reunite. Okay. Some cinnamon, give it a kick start, and also very good, helping a bit with regards to getting sexual interest again, if you know what I mean. Sometimes when you're with someone a long time, the interest, it's not that, it's just when you get comfortable in a relationship, things nosedive. It's to pick up that sexual interest again. That's all that is, really. It just helps with that. Okay, I don't want to put too many bits and pieces in it, okay, because I've got, actually I have some road opener herbs, or whatever they are. It's not a herb, it's a stick, and it's being grated down. Abbey Camino. Sorry for the whistling. Some little rose petals mixed with catnip. Eyebright. Things like that. Again, use whatever you have at hand. Okay, I think I'll probably, if I got Santi's Mum Morte powder, or yeah, a little bit of Santa Morte powder. Give a bit of her influence to the jar. Okay, that's enough. I don't want to overdo things. A little bit of, I like confetti, especially for married couples, because it just brings back memories and good times. So when people get married, they're happy. They're at their happiest, you know. So I breathe into it. I put some energy into it by my hands. I usually triangle them. That represents manifestation, and put the lid on it. Now I'm going to burn a tiny little blue candle. That again is for healing. So it can take a while before you see anything move or change. Oops, I've gone it. That was a strange wick. Don't worry about the candle going out. That candle had a very strange wick on it. But yeah, as I was saying, there we go. For results, you need to give it a bit of time. And avoid confrontation. Try not to get into any heated arguments about getting things back on track again. And, you know, as long as she knows that you're really sorry about what happened in the past, you're genuinely sorry, you know, and that you're willing to make a fresh start, and, you know, that is the promise you make to her. And I do think you will get another chance, but I think you really need to make the most of this chance, because I feel this may be the last chance. So it's up to you to really, really, really stick to it. Work hard at the marriage. You know, be there for her. I know you love her and stuff, and I know couples, like I said, can get into little ruts. But please, 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 if you're feeling that way, take your wife out for a meal. Take your wife out for just a night out somewhere, just so that you can enjoy her company instead of, you know, going down a different route. Because I feel that this may be the last chance, and I really, really want this to work out for you. I really do. So please, just do your best. I'm going to pop this over here because I want to have a look at some of these cards. So I deafen everyone with that crinkly noise. Oh, there we go. Where did they go? There. Now, bear in mind, nothing's set in stone, but these cards, as it stands now, these cards are telling us what to expect or what is going on. So, what way are they? Yeah. Let's have a look at those ones. I think this is, I'm running out of space, just one moment. I think this is telling us how things are at the moment. There's discord in your life. The child is your child, and you're worried about the child as well. You're worried that if things break up, you know, that you may not get to see the child as often as you would like. There's that, and I think you're going to hear good news. I think things will flip around quickly. If everything goes to plan, I think things will flip around quickly. But at the moment, things are in a state of, they're a bit negative. Everything's a bit, you know, stagnating kind of thing. But I do think things will change. Let's see. Now, sometimes these cards reveal things that have nothing to do with love. But let me see. Yeah. So we've got something to do with money and a ring, contracts, work. I feel that could be pointing towards divorce. You said that you had the discussion about that. I have a feeling that this won't go ahead. I don't think this. Obviously, I don't think this will go ahead. That tree's telling me that it's stressing you out a lot. I'm actually be worried a little bit about your mental health. I think you really need to take things easy on yourself. Worrying and stressing really, really is a vicious cycle. I understand it. It's your family that you're worried about. But my advice to you is to please take it easy. Take it easy, because I don't think it's going to get to that stage. I think there's a financial issue around this that she's not keen on, if that makes sense, to divorce. She's not keen on something to do with the finances. And also, I do believe her feelings are still there. And I think she'll tell you that. That book is about something that's secret and will come out into the open. And the flowers beside that tells me that she will tell you that she still has feelings for you. But I feel that the issue is, I think you need to be careful of your mindset. I think that is probably a lot to do with the problem, and she probably has issues with regards to how she, how can I put it, how you value her. I think you need to, if push comes to shove, and I don't want you saying too much at this stage to her, but I think if she does come to you and say stuff, I think at that point, yes, it's fine to say that, you're really sorry for everything that happened. I'm sure she knows that anyway, but I think at this point, she really needs to know that you really have changed, that you really are going to make it up to her. You really are going to change things. Sometimes it just takes something like, a split or whatever for us to realize that person, really is the person, and it's scary whenever the threat of them leaving comes around. So anyway, yes, I've got the woman and I've got the letter. So communication from her, heart in the center, excellent card, all about love and stuff like that. Got the dog card and the anchor. I would keep things at the moment on a friendship level. I would, even tell her that you'd like to start afresh as friends. The friends card and the anchor card. Friendship leads to settling down is basically what I read from that. So I think it's important to not push into a relationship again, to take things as they come. But when she does come to you and she's hinting at how you're feeling, I think it's important for you then to tell her, yes, I'm sorry, I made loads of mistakes and I want to make it up to you. There's no one else, only you, kind of thing, Do everything possible to make her feel that she's the one, and she, and you're, really sorry for everything. I'm rambling on about the same stuff, but I think it's important to her that she knows she's not going around in circles all the time. That one minute things are good and then the next minute things are bad, and it starts all over again. So it's important for you to tell her that the chain is now broken and things are going to be different. I would give it a little bit of time before you start having those discussions. But if she does come to you about the discussion, by all means, go ahead. But I'd like you to just focus in your mind, the two of you together with your child, and just see yourselves on holiday, or see yourselves just doing something fun and happy, and plan that for your future. See that in your mind rather than sitting being negative and think, because at the end of the day, all you bring back to yourself is negativity. It's very hard, I understand that. I struggled with that myself many, many years ago. To replace positive thinking with sorry, the wrong way around, to replace your negative thoughts with positive ones. But if you keep doing that, it'll become second nature to yourself, and you will reap the benefits of that, because I think a lot of the time we are what we think. So the more you run yourself down, the more you're going to get negative situations. So keep in touch with me. Let me know if you need any more clarification or whatever. I'll work this spell. Be burning some pink candles on it as well, and it will sit on. I don't know. It'll probably sit in the Holy Deaths. I'll let it sit on the Seal of Amon for tonight, and then I'll move it to the Holy Deaths altar, and it'll sit there for a while, and then it'll be deployed. Probably at the foot of the tree, or I may have a plant pot for it. It's a bit big, but I'm always planting things. I'm one of those green people. But anyway, you can find me at thehouseofmagick@gmail.com. For everyone else, like, share, subscribe, and I will be in touch again very soon.